Start a new game.
Breaker Alpha Foxtrot, this is the Wizard. Do you read me, Sitting Duck?
This is Peking Duck. I hear you, Blizzard.
No, Sly, I'm the Wizard, and you're Sitting Duck.
I read you loud and clear.
Blizzard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field, but you've gotta loosen up. If we're going to get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes. So in plain talk, what's your status?
Well, I've established myself in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I can rewire the service elevator if you can power it up from that security station.
Hang tough, pal. It might take some time, but I'll figure out a way to get up there.
Alright, I'm just taking a moment here to get the game brightened up a little bit. Much better. So, Sly 2 is the Sly game where they definitely went out of their way to establish a musical theme for Sly. You're gonna be hearing the leitmotif of doom, doom, da doom, doom. You'll be hearing that a lot throughout the game.
Okay, I spliced the wires. Ouch! Hold on. There it is.
And there he is! He's out in the field!
Okay.
Give me one moment. I want to see if there's... Are there subtitles? There's a music volume. There's effects volume. I don't see no subtitles. Alright.
Okay, let me at that security computer.
I'll just have to be careful not to talk over them too much.
Spotlights are offline. There goes the laser security system.
Yep.
I'm working on the security gate.
And we're all set.
Presto, all clear.
Thanks, pal. For your first time out, you did pretty well.
Oh, this operation is far from complete. Now that the lasers and spotlights are offline, Murray should be moving into position for your rendezvous. I'll stay here and provide computer support while you go on ahead.
Alright. Off I go with my inverted left and right camera. Some of these portraits may look familiar. We got Panda King. We've got one of the family portraits that was in Raleigh's base of operations. Some different stuff like that just kind of hanging around. Get a look at the guards and their animations a tiny bit. But one thing that's also different is, well, one, Sly actually turns to look in the direction of nearby guards. So he actually has a bit of head tracking for that, which is pretty cool. But also, our controls are a little different. We still have our usual cane swing. But we also have this, like, uppercut sort of attack, which is our triangle button attack. And we'll see the use of that more later. But we also have a sprint.
Attention all guards, this is the network administrator. We're installing some new software into the security mainframe.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be alarmed if some systems get turned off for a while. Thank you. You're all doing a great job.
Good work, Bentley. You really fooled him. You almost had me fooled for a second there. Yeah, so not only do we have our normal movement speed, like a sneaking speed, and now we also have a full sprint. One other big change you might notice is we have a health bar in the top left corner. No more is the one-hit death system. We can take damage and not instantly die because of it. Turn that volume down just a tiny bit. I think we can leave the music alone. Maybe turn down the music just a slight bit. This is why I usually like to have... This is why I appreciate when games have a menu before getting into the game that is saved across all save files, and not having save-specific settings for things like music and effects. Sometimes things are just a little too loud.
According to my information, the clockwork parts are being stored up there. Now to get access, you're gonna have to meet up with Murray at the rendezvous point. Unfortunately, the route through the garden is filled with guards.
No problem. I'll just take the long way around.
If memory serves, you need to jump and hit the circle button to run along ropes.
Just in case you haven't played the first game, they'll go over the controls. There is also some new stuff like I covered. Yeah, so in addition to having the health bar, because we can take damage, if you briefly saw that red cross pickup that showed up when I broke an object right before Bentley gave us a call, objects can drop health pickups now.
Murray must have gotten lost along the way. Try pressing on ahead without him.
So sometimes when we break one of these breakable objects, we'll find one of those little red crosses, and that'll give us a little bit extra health. Assuming that we've taken any damage. Oh, here he comes. Thunderflop indeed.
Greetings, citizen. I hope you weren't harmed by my meteoropic entrance.
No, Murray, I kept at a safe distance.
Good, good. The Thunderflop knows neither friend nor foe.
Is that so?
Only destruction.
Yeah, could you maybe channel some of that raw energy into the security gate?
Of course. It is nothing before the Murray.
So Murray's got this whole, like, superhero persona thing going on now.
Okay, all clear.
My guess is that it helps give him confidence in the field, because he was nervous about being in the field before in the first game. That's my assumption anyway. Murray, you can come along with now. There we go. He's coming.
Another barrier stands before you. Fear not, I shall bend it like the truth.
Oh. Bend it like the truth, huh?
Solid work, Murray. You're really in the zone.
My hulking frame is too much for that puny rope. You go ahead and unlock the doors from the inside. I'll be waiting in the hallway to help you carry out the clockwork parts.
The clockwork parts. Well, that might sound familiar, and would definitely explain why we're here, doing what we're doing right now. So let's see what we can do about getting these clockwork parts, huh?
Get it, Sly. The clockwork part should be here.
Oh.
This is all wrong. We need to pull the plug on this operation right now.
Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox. As beautiful and
Inspector Fox,
unpredictable as ever.
your voice is
Whereas
different.
you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Oh, really? Then who broke in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts? You've got the motive.
Someone already stole the parts?
Don't play dumb with me. It might not have been him, Carmelita. The method of entry and guard casualties all point to this being a Claw Gang job.
The Claw Gang?
Constable Neela, I allowed you to sit in on this stakeout as a favor to the Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think you might. Look at the facts. Facts? Sly Cooper is right here. I caught him red-handed. I'm just saying that there are other criminals in the world other than... Sly Cooper! After him! You can't run forever!
Now that is where you're wrong.
Oh, geez. Wait up, Fly!
Shake a leg, Murray. It's time to go.
This is a fun little set
Come
piece.
back here, Ringtail!
This wasn't part of the plan.
Her shots are a lot more rapid. Her shots are a lot more rapid than the first game.
Thief!
A lot more erratic.
This is getting a little hot. You guys go warm up the van. I'll keep Carmelita busy.
You're all going to jail.
Pick me
No.
up at the rendezvous.
No. La policia! They are here!
Freeze!
No, I'm not gonna freeze. I'm not gonna freeze, I'm not gonna fry.
Still!
I love how during this, you can also see Bentley and Murray in the van getting chased by the police. Just like, there's so much going on. This really perfectly nails the vibe of heist gone wrong.
Stop, thief!
Although Carmelita could be putting a little more effort in there. Her shots are not as good on being on target as first game.
Cooper!
Carmelita's just as angry as ever. She's really quite lovely when she's angry. And that Constable Neela, was a reference to the Claw Gang just a slip of the tongue, or an intentional clue? Either way, it's our only lead on the missing clockwork parts. Clockwork. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper clan's thieving reputation. Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? No, not at all. What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line? Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwork lived on. He caught up with my parents, and I wound up in an orphanage. It's there that I met my pals, Bentley, the brains of our outfit, and Murray, the brawn. They turned out to be all the family I needed. 2 years ago, I thought I'd finished it. How naive to think I could so easily put an end to that kind of hatred. And now he's back. In pieces, sure, but the threat is real. Does the Claw Gang even realize what they've stolen? I don't know what's in my future, but I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
And there it is. There's our opening. The motive is clear. We've got to find those clockwork parts so that clockwork doesn't essentially get revived. And there it is, the now iconic Sly Cooper theme. Alright, episode 1. The Black Chateau. Let's see what we're getting up to here.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Claw Gang's local operator, Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back-alley crimes. He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own visionary style. Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready for his kinetic aesthetic.
Kinetic aesthetic.
So he gave them what they wanted and started forging old masterpieces. His way of punishing those with bad taste. Dimitri now runs a nightclub on the west side. The thumping music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the clockwork tail feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the clockwork part is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
Sly Cooper and the gang in the Black Chateau. It's not just Sly working on his own anymore. He's got the whole crew with him. Oh, I get chills every time I hear this. Man, I almost just want to let the music play because it's so nostalgic. Let's check out what we've got here. So we've got press X to play as Sly, or we can sell loot and buy gadgets. So let's take a quick look at that. Let's connect to ThiefNet. And let's see, we've got some gadgets here. One for each of the crew. Sly's got a smoke bomb. Bentley's got a trigger bomb. And Murray's got fists of flame. We don't have enough coins to buy anything right now, but keep in mind that all three of them have gadgets. And we'll see why later.
I tell you, Bentley, it's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this nightclub.
I share in your enthusiasm, but before we hit the inside, we'll need to do a little reconnaissance work.
What do you have in mind?
I've installed this special antenna on the safe house to help with our first job, hacking into Dimitri's satellite array. The coordinates for the job start beacon have been uploaded to your binocucom. Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objective.
I'm on my way.
So Sly 2 definitely brings a lot of changes to the formula. Nothing super crazy, I would say.
Sly, if you click the L3 button, press the left analog stick, I'll beam some virtual markers into your thief mask. They'll help you find your way around. If no markers are in view, use the right analog stick to move the camera and look around for them. Remember, the view is always better from the rooftops.
So instead of having just one hub zone and going into a bunch of different areas, having each level be like very segmented, the clue bottles have been moved to the hub zone. You can consider this whole area as like one big hub area.
Fascinating. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the safe house. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
Now I will say, because these bottles are oftentimes, on their own, and they're scattered across a very large area, these levels are Even just the first area is a pretty substantial size. Don't know whether I'll be going for all clue bottles, because they can be hidden in some pretty out-of-the-way spots. I think the only way I could really guarantee that we go for all clue bottles is if there's something like the blueprints from the first game, where there is basically like a clue bottle detector. Some way of being able to find them remotely without having to be able to directly see them. Because some of the later hub areas can get really, really, like, not only is there a lot of area, but there's also like a lot of layers and obstructions that make it hard to look around. So we still kind of have the individual level aspect of things, sort of. Some areas are segmented, but there are other missions that will actively take place, you know, in this hub zone that we're in right now. There will just be, you know, specific tasks we need to take care of. But before we get into a mission, we have a new system that needs explaining. When we get close to a guard, we have this little pulsing, these like pulsing rings that come up over our, near where our health bar is. Trying to jump on a table so I can get up here. And just kind of hang out here. Trying to see if they'll lose track of me. And there we go. So this game handles combat a little differently from the first game. One thing we can do is actually sneak around enemies because they have patrol paths. And if we get up right behind them, press our circle button, we can actually pickpocket them. Grab some stuff out of grab some coins out of their pockets. And then another new thing to the series. If we use our uppercut attack to knock a guard into the air, we can press the square button afterward to do an immediate takedown. Because one hit is not enough to take down enemies. Enemies actually take several hits to defeat.
Sly, I need you to hack into Dimitri's communication array so that we'll have access to his database.
How am I supposed to do that?
To start, you'll need to get to the top of that tower. Then reposition the satellite dish to point at my safe house antenna. If you want to climb on stuff, jump and hit the circle button to grab hold. Try climbing up that pipe.
Right. Jump and press the circle button to climb pipes. I'm on it.
I love how Sly was like moving his head because he was looking at the guard that was nearby. That was kind of funny. I was just a tiny bit confused about where he should be looking. Grab that clue bottle while I'm thinking of it. So at our normal movement, we'll be able to sneak around guards. But if we're in a full sprint, they will be able to hear us sprinting. This guy's got a glowing pocket. So we can successfully grab all the coins out and then pickpocket him one more time. We get a little bit of loot. Now you remember earlier how we could buy gadgets and sell loot? That is what things like that silver watch we picked up are for. We can sell that and get more coins. which will let us get the gadgets.
I've projected holographic markers near interactive objects like this satellite dish. When you're near these markers, press the circle button to use the object.
Simple enough. Satellite reposition, it's just that easy.
Great, the first one's in position. I've uploaded the next waypoint into your Thief Mask imager. Remember, click the L3 button to locate your next objective.
One thing to note about that triangle square takedown that I've been doing is that it's not silent. So if I do that near other guards, they will hear me doing the takedown and come investigate. So it's important to exercise caution when using our different options because stealth is a lot more prevalent in this game's mechanics. Being stealthy actually matters.
Okay, only one more to go. Activate your Thief Mask imager by pressing the L3 button to find the last dish waypoint. Remember, the view is always better from a rooftop. You can hold down the R1 button while walking to break into a fast run, but be careful, as this is sure to be loud enough to alert any guards in the vicinity.
Bentley also given us the information so that we know how to deal with the new mechanics. One thing I also appreciate about this game that wasn't super prevalent in the first game, the mission structure really tackles these as like full-blown planned heists. So like we're in the reconnaissance phase, we're actually setting up for the break-in. They're not just like detached levels that we run through to get a MacGuffin. This actually feels like, you know, we're doing like heist setup. And it definitely feels a lot more cohesive in that way, I suppose. I personally really appreciate it. It's a nice evolution of the formula. All your data are belong to Bentley now. Nice little baseline.
Nice work, Sly. I'm downloading from Dimitri's mainframe as we speak.
All in a night's work. So, where do we go from here?
Your next job is to break into the nightclub and take some reconnaissance photos of the clockwork tail feathers. To get inside, you'll have to sneak through an old wine cellar beneath town.
Okay, I'll head out for the cellar.
So like we're actually going out to take reconnaissance photos of the thing that we're going to try and reclaim, let's say. Hey there, buddy. Don't mind if I just take a peek in those pockets, huh? Grab this clue bottle while we're here. Yeah, so some of the clue bottles in later stages especially are going to be pretty tough to find because there's just a lot of ground to cover. So I might not be able to find them all, but I'll try my best.
Good to see you, little buddy. I guess the way through the wine cellar is guarded by those rats. Bentley thought you might like some help clearing them out.
Sounds like fun. You and me, back to back?
Totally. Outnumbered, fighting impossible odds. It's perfect.
All right, pal. Let's get to it.
All right, combat, go.
Fear the murder.
and also a much more prevalent comic book sound effect type of vibe.
Hold on, Sly. Let me lower those bars for you. There you go. To
Getting
get
our
over
wham
this
bam
thing, you'll
pows.
have to double jump. Hit the X button to jump, then, while in the air, press it again to get some extra air time. Looks like you're on your own from here.
I'm used to it. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, partner.
Alright, well, Murray's gonna have to stick here because he can't really come along with. He's not dexterous enough to make it up there. So we'll grab some coins while we're here. Now, one thing we also get to keep from the first game is we automatically have access to our jumping dive attack. That's just jump triangle. So we have like an overhead swing, and we also have a slam. Don't know if it'll come in handy or not, but it's worth noting that we have it. I also feel like they've made Sly's double jump a little bit better. I feel like the double jump is a little bit more substantial.
In order to get past these lasers, you need to crawl under that table. To do that, get near the table and press the circle button.
We have our, like, Ocarina of Time style crawling. Crawl through the tunnel. Also worth noting, the lasers aren't yellow. With this game, lasers are just straight up damage dealers. I guess being able to just push through an area or a set of lasers.
These flashlight guards are too tough to fight head on. Crawl under the tables to sneak around him.
They wanted to make the lasers more of a threat and less of a thing you could just kind of skip through. So now they're just automatic damage if you touch them. Yeah, one thing also worth noting, flashlight guards are actually quite threatening in this game. They've increased their threat level from the first game. You can still perform those takedowns on them, but essentially trying to fight them head on is essentially a suicide mission. You do not want to try to take on the flashlight guards head on. They've got like hyper armor or something. Hitting them won't knock them back like with the regular guards. They'll just power through. But if you can get a takedown on them, that's the safest way to deal with them. Because the takedown is an instant removal.
This air vent leads into the Reader's nightclub. Hit the circle button to crawl inside.
Alright. Into the nightclub, huh? See if we can get these reconnaissance photos.
In order to shut down those yellow lasers, you'll need to take out that guard. Sneak up behind him and press the triangle button to knock him into the air. Then, the square button to slam and finish him off. Got that? The triangle button, then the square button.
Yep, I got it. I've been doing it already. Triangle, square. It's just that simple. Now, one thing that will probably be obvious as we go on is there are a lot of coins. This game drops coins everywhere. Like, not all objects have coins, but the ones that do drop a lot more than the first game.
Only works on guards who haven't seen you. Wait until this guy turns his back, and then let him have it.
Boy, I hope you can't see me back here. Looks like we're in the clear. And I guess for whatever reason the guards are tied to the lasers? I'm not entirely sure how that works. I'm not gonna argue with game mechanics.
If you get in a fight with those rats, the sneak attack won't work. It's purely a stealth move.
They really do their best to hammer it home. I do want that loot. I will wait for him to make another pass so I can get the loot. Thankfully, their cone of vision, or whatever the equivalent is in this game, does have a somewhat limited distance. So I can just kind of stand there and not get spotted. Deal with that. Somehow he didn't see me. I mean, that's just fine by me. I can snag some extra coins off of him, I may as well. And done. So yeah, this game definitely more so rewards and sometimes requires stealth, which feels appropriate given the nature of what we're doing. So yeah, we're already up to 325 coins. Should be able to afford one gadget of our choosing.
Aha! Another air vent. Judging by the angle, it should lead to the printing press room.
Alright, let's see what we've got in the printing press room. Well, probably... I tend to emphasize Sly's gadgets more because some of them are really useful. Well, there's Dimitri.
Jackpot. The heart of Dimitri's operation. Head for those windows and take some reconnaissance photos.
Alright.
Tap the R3 button, you know, click the right analog stick, to bring up your binocucom. It's already outfitted with a spy cam. Sly, use the right analog stick to zoom in and out on photo targets. Tap the R1 button to take a picture when you've got a good shot.
Alright, so we need to take 3 pictures. We need a picture of the generator.
That generator seems to be powering the security systems down here.
Good to know. There's Dimitri over there.
That's our target.
Best picture.
Dimitri, professional lounge lizard and international forger.
And the money printer itself. Which, looking at what's doing the printing...
Ingenious. Dimitri's using the clockwork tail feathers as printing plates. Given their rare alloy, they'll never wear out. Unlimited forged money. That should do it, Sly. Head back to the safe house and we'll cook up a plan of attack.
Boom, 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 boom. Alright, next phase.
The recon photos are a grim reminder of what the modern thief is up against. Spotlights, stepped-up patrols. The sum of it all renders a direct assault impossible. To solve this puzzle, I'm going to need some more intelligence. First, replace this bugged painting with one Dimitri has in his office. Once in place, we should be able to listen in on his communications. Second, if you see the boss, tail him. We might learn something from studying his movements. Once we've got a proper understanding of the operation, those clockwork tail feathers are as good as ours.
Alright, so our initial reconnaissance yielded some interesting information, but we still need more info. We need to cook up a plan. And that plan is going to involve a smoke bomb. So now we have this menu over here as well where we can sell loot. So each of these silver watches is worth 31 coins. So looting guards is a pretty good way of getting some fast coinage. If you can find guards with glowing pockets.
Bring up your binocucom by pressing the R3 button. You know, the right analog stick that adjusts the camera. Click it to look for your binoculars. They'll be useful for finding the new job starts I've placed around town. Plus, they'll let you read the job titles.
One thing to note when it comes to the guard looting is that most of the time there is, I think there's like 3 tiers of loot rarity. It tends to be like a bronze, silver, and gold version of a lot of the items that you can loot off of the guards. The standard foot guards usually have bronze or sometimes silver. Flashlight guards, however, have a chance of having one of the gold items, which is worth more. So flashlight guards, while more intimidating and inherently dangerous, it can also be more rewarding to pickpocket. They also tend to carry more coins on them just in general. So even if they don't have loot on them, even just pickpocketing a few of them can start to line your coffers pretty decently. We've got a job here. So let's see what we've got going on.
I just intercepted an email from Dimitri. He's ordered his guards to ring the boat's bell when the coast is clear.
Coast is clear for what?
Of that, I'm uncertain. Ring the bell and follow him without being seen. Then maybe we'll find out what he's hiding.
Alright. We've got ourselves a tailing mission. But before we do that, I see we've got a little bit of guard situation here. Grab his coins, take him out so we don't have to worry about him as we ring the bell. There he is. Dimitri's got some of the best music too. And we do want to be cautious and make sure that we don't get spotted by him. I'll keep a little bit of distance. Yeah, Dimitri's club music soundtrack is pretty awesome. That guard's got a shiny in his pocket. If only we weren't busy with other things. Nice thing is, we can always, the guards will randomly regenerate loot over time as well. So we can always like enter the hideout and come back out we need to loot some more guards or something for more money. There is also at least...
You won't be able to see what Dimitri is doing from up on that water tower. Go down for a closer view.
Alright. I'm gonna wait for him to start walking down the stairs there. These guys are both gonna be going that way. We just need to be close enough to see him do this.
Good job tailing him, Sly. He had no idea you were watching while he typed in that secret code. Hold on. Looks like that door leads to the nightclub's aqua pump. This might be useful for the heist.
Now we know the code to get into the aqua pump area, and you may notice this is a Murray icon now. So,
This is a job for Murray. Come back to the safe house to switch characters.
we can't interact with that as Sly. We have to come back as Murray. Which highlights one of the biggest new changes between the first and the second game. Multiple playable characters. Not just playing as Sly anymore. We now have access to other characters. We don't have access to all characters right from the start of a mission. Or like a chapter. It usually starts off with Sly doing reconnaissance work and all that sort of stuff. And then whenever missions show up that seem like they'll need either Bentley or Murray's expertise to succeed in, that's when we unlock the ability to switch over to other characters. There is another mission for us to tackle here, though. So while we're here, out and about as Sly, we may as well try it out.
Sly, I managed to outfit this forged painting with a bug. I need you to sneak into Dimitri's office and swap it with the original.
Nice. So we'll be able to listen in on his conversations.
Yes, I thought things might go more smoothly with an ear on the inside. Just be careful with the fine art. Take any damage and the painting's ruined.
Now this mission is twofold. One, it's, it's amping up the difficulty a bit. We can't take damage. Otherwise, the mission's a bust and we have to start over. But it is also preparing us for sort of like a bonus side objective that we can take on in the overworld. For now, let's get this painting to its proper place. Head up here. I suppose we can sneak over from this side. It'd be a little bit safer. Don't worry about getting spotted by the guard down below. Just be right over here and right in through this nice little window. Time for some club tunes. Really good music, by the way.
Automatic indicates that
I
door
love
is
it.
locked from the inside.
That's all right. I never was one for the direct approach.
Swell, because the indirect approach is way up there through that air vent.
Alright, we've got these janitors just hanging out. They don't have anything we can pickpocket. So we just gotta take them out. Because these guys are trained in broom combat. Also worth noting, enemies have get-up attacks. That little get-up animation they do is an attack that will damage you. And consider, we still have the painting. So direct combat is generally best avoided if possible. Wait for the laser to back off a little bit. Try to find a place. Sneak our way around here.
Dimitri, coming at you loud and clear. I've got to high-five give it up to my main man working at the store. Spice sales are up. When that spice price, then every home slice down in the special big money-making room. And nice little jobs there, man, right there. Keep full steaming ahead with my new clockwork printing plates. All of us retire early. You picking up on what I'm throwing down? Peace out.
So, Dimitri's into dealing spice, huh? I wonder if that'll be relevant later. Let's swap these out here.
Nice work, Sly. The bug's in position. If you manage to get the original painting back to me in one piece, I can sell it through my internet connections and make us a ton of coins.
So, in the overworld stages, and this mission, we can pick up these paintings, and if we manage to get them back to the safe house without taking any damage, we can sell them for a pretty decent profit. Also, here's the safe. Worth noting. If we do manage to get all 30 clue bottles, this is where we need to come back to. I'll just sneak up here. Make it out of here unseen. We'll be well on our way to getting back with a painting in hand.
Avoid getting spotted by the flashlight guards. If you get caught, you can run away by holding down the R1 button.
Now, why would you be telling me that right now? Is there a reason I need to know that information at this particular moment in time? Because we do have another option if we get spotted. We could run away. We also have the gadget grid. So L1, L2, and R2 can each be bound to a gadget. So I'm going to put the smoke bomb on L1 for now. And you may notice on our health bar we have a little orange meter filling up the rest of the space underneath it. That is our gadget meter. Think of it as like a mana pool or something like that. Basically, that governs how many uses of gadgets we have. Every time we use a gadget, most gadgets, that meter will start to deplete. I believe the health pickups also restore some some gadget power, if I remember correctly. Let's get back to the safe house and sell this painting. So we made it back. We got ourselves 232 coins for the gold painting. And some miscellaneous stuff. But since we're going to be playing as Murray next, may as well grab the Fists of Flame. We'll grab Bentley's Trigger Bomb later. Do we have any more missions with Sly? It looks like that's everything for Sly right now. All we've got left is that one Murray mission. Now I find that getting all the clue bottles is typically easiest as Sly, mainly because he has the most mobility. He can actually climb and sneak around, all that sort of stuff. He's also the only member of the team that can pickpocket. So Sly is still definitely the most versatile character. He is generally capable of handling himself in combat, and is also very much mobile and stealthy. So generally, if you're going for clue bottles, you're probably going to want to go with Sly, because he can reach places that the other members just can't get to, because they can't climb like he can. I'm just trying to take a look around for the clue bottles since we're going to be switching off to Murray. After we take a quick look around, there's one down there. Grab that. Alright, climbing up here. I don't want to hunt around for him too much right away, because we are going to get other Sly missions that'll take us around the map as well. Just want to try to grab some of the more out in the open obvious ones. And, you know, grab a few extra coins along the way, so why not? Some clue bottles here and there. Got some guards. Who unfortunately heard me. Not a big deal though, because we've got disengagement tool. We could either run away, or I guess they didn't want me to demonstrate. Next time we get spotted, I can demonstrate the smoke bomb, because that's a pretty useful and easily usable gadget. Very effective for getting away from guards. Anything shiny in that pocket of yours? You do. Want it. Pickpocketing guards is very much a spacing game. Just trying to make sure I'm close enough to actually be able to reach in and grab stuff. Not so close that we accidentally bump into them and have them get alerted. Theoretically, I can land on the top of this thing. It seems to not be too eager to do that. got pretty much all the clue bottles now. We're only missing 6 of them. Sometimes that's a tougher position to be in than having a bunch of them out in the field. Sometimes their hiding spots can be pretty particular. It can be kind of hard to spot them sometimes. They may be tucked away in a sneaky little corner. You've got a shiny pocket too. Just for me. I'll take that, thank you. And we'll head on back into the safe house, sell what we've got. Pick up our final available gadget. And we'll switch over to Murray, because he's got a mission to complete. Let's assign his Fists of Flame. Essentially what Fists of Flame is like a power buff. That'll essentially make his attacks stronger. As if they weren't already strong. So one thing that's pretty clear with Murray right off the bat is he's strong. His attacks actively stun guards. Whereas Sly's attacks don't do anything except to knock him over. He'll immediately get back up. Murray's attacks actually stun them, and he can also take enemies out in 2 hits. As I'm demonstrating there, he's also got the ability to carry small enemies and objects. He can either slam them into the ground, or he can throw them. Definitely some things that will be explained as we play as him here. But still important stuff nonetheless.
Murray, I need you to make your way back to the aqua pump room and sabotage it.
Jeez, I don't know. How am I supposed to get past these lasers?
You should be able to break that power box by throwing something at it. Press the circle button to use your stomp move near the ice machine to pick up a block of ice. Then press the square button to throw the block at the power box.
Hit the circle button to pick stuff up, and the square button to throw. Got it.
What they don't mention is that circle also works just as well.
You're strong, Murray. Try picking up other stuff in the room.
Already was on it. Already on it, Bentley.
Enemies that are knocked out can be picked up with your stomp move. Throw something at that guard, then jump up there and pick him up with the circle button.
And do it before he wakes up. And then just toss him straight into the lasers, and you'll see what would happen to me if I walked into him. Bad things. There is an opening we can kind of squeeze through there.
Toss the rats into that open water main and plug up those pipes.
These guys are presenting a bit of a problem. Just got to clear a few of them out. You just toss them into the water pump. Totally fine. Try not to let these guys hit me here. Just keep tossing them in. This pump's about to blow. I do love that they doubled down on the comic book aesthetic of things too. There's a Murray mission complete. Alright, time for the next phase of the plan.
Okay, fellas, I've constructed a plan to get at the clockwork tail feathers. But we'll need to pull off a few more jobs to set things up for the heist. First, Sly will have to pick a few pockets in the theater so that we'll have access to the Spotlight Control Center.
I can do that.
Once that's accomplished, we'll be able to turn off all the security around the printing press. We'll need your muscle, Murray, to take out all the exterior alarm horns. We don't want anything to alert the guards while we pull off the big job. And finally, we'll need to get into the discotheque to drop this mirror ball. Trust me, it's all part of the plan.
Alright, so we are officially out of the reconnaissance phase and into setup. Just real quick, make sure. Okay, we're all good. Let's give Murray a little bit more time. His mission is over that way. We'll just head on over here and get this mission taken care of.
Okay, Murray. That alarm horn will tip off Dimitri during our heist. There are 3 of them out here, and I need you to take them out.
Check.
This is going to take some serious muscle, Murray. You're the only guy on the team who can pull this off. Stop to pick things up, then throw it at those alarm horns. Good luck, pal. This could get rough.
Evildoers feel my wrath.
So throwing things at these alarms will alert some nearby guards. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we proceed. Oh, that is not what we like to see. You don't want to see the flashlight guards. I'm gonna take it to the rooftops, where at least the gun guards can't follow. Auto-targeting is trying to hit someone behind me. Oh, we got a whole squad of them. Let's just clean up a little bit here. So we took a little bit of damage, but with a healing pickup, it's no problem. Alright, we need to pick this guy up, throw him into here. We've got these newspaper dispensers as well, which are kind of like the primary throwable. Also, knocking guards off of buildings, like off the edge, can instantly finish them off. They'll do this like little falling animation. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Well, that's unfortunate. Murray decided to pick up the wrong thing there. He was trying to pick up the guard. He decided the newspaper was a better option. Ah well, it all works out in the end. Still getting the job done regardless. As he grabs every legend known to mankind. Thankfully we can just break stuff to get health pickups here and there. We honestly don't even really need the fists of flame. We've hardly ever use gadgets on Murray. There's a clue bottle here. Basically, one thing to keep an ear out for is the clue bottles do make like little glass clinking sounds as they bounce around. So sometimes that's the best way to find them. Alright, mission complete. We can also perform the Thunder Flop, as he called it, for a bit of a jumping attack. Alright, I think that's the only Murray job, as far as I know. Murray's also got that lovely 1-2 punch combo. Similar to Sly's takedown, just a little bit quicker. Need to head back to the safe house to switch over to Sly. There are no more Murray jobs out here. So let's switch on over. It is Sly time. Also, it is very nice to be able to have vertical control over the camera. Even if the camera controls are completely inverted, I can at least control it completely. It's very nice. Gonna worry about picking pockets on the way over. Unless anybody's got shiny pockets, I'm not really gonna worry about it. Take care of you real quick. Should be able to just barely make it up here, perhaps. Excuse me. Proving to be a little bit more stubborn than anticipated. It sounds like it's above us. You're a clue bottle. May as well stock up on some coins for later. There are plenty of clue bottles in this little plaza area. One here. One over by that glowing object. And then, if I'm not mistaken, give me a moment to take this guy out. Last one is right here. Second to last one. Yeah, we still have the one that's like, sounded like it was up somewhere. Having one clue bottle left is probably the hardest place to be. But no worries, I'm sure we'll find it. That bass is thumping. So one thing we can do is there's these objects around in the world, and they behave identically to the painting that we had from that one mission. We grab one of these and make it back to the safe house without taking any damage along the way. We can sell it for a decent amount of money.
If you could get this piece of fine art back to the safe house in one piece, we can sell it on ThiefNet for a ton of coins.
Now, if we're able to successfully pull off these art retrieval side objectives, it can help reduce the amount of coin farming that needs to be done via pickpocketing or object smashing, all that sort of stuff. Now, I can't remember if this is something that only Sly can do, or if it's possible for Murray Bentley to pick up the fine art pieces as well. Your best bet's probably with Sly, just because the whole mobility argument. Nifty little piece of loot there. Avoid that flashlight guard. No shiny pockets on you, so we're fine. Now, for the sake of demonstration, I do also want to grab... There was another object, like the one we just picked up, over in this area. Also got another shiny pocket here I might be able to take advantage of. That works. Hasty loot, and the final clue bottle is up there. So I have every reason to go up there. And then, once we have that final clue bottle, we can head back into Dimitri's office and open up the vault.
Crack the code to the vault. Head inside and let's see what they're hiding in that thing.
First things first, let's get this back to base. Since we're already here for the clue bottle anyway, might as well grab this for some extra money, because we'll need it for gadgets later. You have a shiny pocket too. Boy, it's my lucky day. Not so lucky for you though, 'cause I just stole your comb. How's he gonna take care of his hair now? Ooh, good thing I doubled back. I was not expecting a flashlight guard right there. We'll just carefully escort this back. Do you have a shiny pocket? You do not. You will be spared then. So with that, we're already basically up to 800 coins. Now, if we just take a quick little pit stop over in Dimitri's office before we head into one of our missions. We can do it. It's on the way. Just head on over here. And head back through this window again. Similar to what we did earlier. When we were bringing in the bugged painting. We'll just go take a quick peek in that vault, why don't we? And see what kind of things we find in them in Sly 2. Because we already have all the pages of the Thieves Raccoonus, so it can't be those anymore. Let's find out what's inside.
It took some higher level math, but I believe the code to Dimitri's vault is 231. It took some higher level math,
2,
but
3.
I believe
one. And we've got knockout dive.
You've gotten the knockout dive move.
That is also a gadget. This lets us use an attack that will stun enemies. So now we have an option for stunning enemies if we so choose. In fact, while we're here, let's test it. Nice and stunned. These guys are hardy. So, let's lose them. And make a clean getaway. So yeah, the smoke bomb is pretty useful. It basically just instantly disengages enemies. And also provides an opportunity to escape. Can't say much fairer than that. We'll come back for that later, because I do want to actually take care of some missions as well. I don't want to only be grabbing collectibles. I've done plenty of that already. Pickpocket you while I wait for your patrol. Just head out there. I think for control's sake, I'm going to simplify this. Just make it so that left trigger is my smoke bomb. I don't tend to use the knockout dive very much, because I like to save the energy meter for the smoke bomb. If it does seem like we ever need it in a pinch, we can just rebind it from the gadget menu. So let's check this job out. Theater pickpocketing. Alright, let's see what kind of trouble we get ourselves into this time.
Okay, Sly. There's the power boxes which route to the printing press area. To take care of them, I'll need you to put a splice clip in those spotlights.
Sorry, Bentley, but those fans are spinning way too fast to walk on.
They can be slowed down from this control panel, but you'll have to do a lot of pickpocketing to get at it. The guards are carrying special fragile keys that will be destroyed if you attack. Make sure you pickpocket their keys before you take those thugs out. To pickpocket guards, sneak up behind them and press the circle button. Heads up, if you leave this area, you'll abandon your current job.
I'm not trying to leave the area, I just have nowhere else to go.
Keep picking his pocket. Sometimes you have to dig a little.
And now the game's teaching me about pickpocketing. So there's one. I can take him out because he doesn't have the key anymore. There's the control panel. Camera, thank you. So if we get spotted,
Check 1, check 2. Solid. Dimitri on the mic.
combat is not an option.
Nightclub samurai. Stand tall and feel beautiful. I hear there's some raccoon dude giving us static. If you all spot his crackerbox, bam! Make him unhappy. Take no prisoners. Go hardcore. Extreme. All over his face. Okay, mister.
Alright, so Dimitri knows we're here, generally speaking. So, we gotta get our setup done before he has a chance to figure out where we're at and stop us. here. Oh, this guy is an hippie. Watching his favorite static program. Don't worry, buddy. You get some rest. Okay, so now we've just got 2 guards left to grab the keys from. One of them is there, and the other one is there. Let me get to higher ground so I can see their patrol paths here. I don't trust that they just walk in a circle. I feel like they're gonna double back at some point. Though I suppose there's no guarantee that they really need to do that. No, they seem like they're just going. They just keep going in a circle. That works for me. Take you out. The other guy doesn't suspect a thing. Close the distance. Pick the pocket a few times. Grab our final key.
Nice work, Sly. Now head for the control panel to slow down the fans.
And now we just head back to that control panel. Probably the simplest way to get there. Just get up top again. The inverted camera still gets me sometimes. Alright. Let's pop this bad boy open.
Looks like the fans have stopped. Use them to get on top of the main chandelier and insert that splice clip.
Now we go... I suppose back the way we came from. Or I guess either way would work. I didn't see that second fan there. We can get up here, and up here, and jump across. And there we go.
The spotlight security gun. That should do it. No more security in the printing press room.
Nice and clean and easy. No problems here. Let's pop on back out. Now let's see where our other mission is. Right over there.
Hey, Sly, you can pickpocket all the guards around the nightclub. Try to find guys carrying shiny loot in their back pockets. We can pawn the good stuff for a lot of coins back here in the safe house.
This is true. I am aware of this. You got shiny pocket. I will take that. Thank you very much. Ooh. Is it disengagement time? It's disengagement time. Accidentally got a little too close to him. Wait for him to go back on his patrol route. I do want that stuff. We can pick up another... We can pick up like a health item or something along the way. Now even if an enemy is fully pickpocketed, sometimes taking them out, they can still drop a health item, even if they've got no coins to drop. So it can still be worth doing the takedown, just in case you need some health. We'll head back here, sell some stuff. We're now officially over 1,000 coins. Let's head to the other mission we got here. And see what we're up to. This one is called Moonlight Rendezvous. Oh, hi.
Hold it, Cooper.
Constable Neela. Another policewoman hot on my tail.
Please, I led you here.
So that Claw Gang slip was a clue. Why are you helping me out?
I'm not as black and white as Carmelita. I know what a menace those clockwork parts are, and I don't want the likes of the Claw Gang putting them to use.
So what? It takes a thief to catch a thief?
Something like that. But if I'm going to trust you in this case, I need to know that you can keep up. Literally.
Literally.
Don't fall behind.
Sly, hold down the R1
Alright,
button.
running across the rooftops.
Need it to keep up with Constable Neela.
Running in general. They gave her this nice gold trail to follow. So it's not too difficult to keep an eye on where she's at. Just don't let her get too far ahead. You basically always want to try to be, one step directly behind her. Want to let her run off too far. You get to see a little bit of her using that whip too. Just keep on running. You're not gonna lose me anytime soon. I'm gonna just keep coming after you.
Well done, Sly. We should work well together.
Glad you approve.
Now, legally, I can't enter Dimitri's nightclub without a warrant. But I happen to have obtained a key to his back door, which a person like yourself can use however he pleases.
Oh, we are absolutely going to work well together.
That job inside the disco will require my demolition skills. Head on back to the safe house. I should be all geared up for the field by the time you arrive.
Alright, now it's time for Bentley to head back out into the field. But on our way back, why not grab this piece of fine art here and bring it back with us for a little bit of extra money? Now, this first chapter of the game, I've played enough to remember that we would be coming back that way. So I figured it was a safe bet to leave that piece of art behind, because we would be coming back this direction anyway. And to take to the roofs for a second, because of the flashlight guard coming up. Oh, the two flashlight guards. That should work just fine. We are back in one piece, all good to go. Let's sell the vase. Let's check out Bentley in the field. Let's get his trigger bomb set up. Now you may notice he doesn't have a meter. And that's because his trigger bomb doesn't require a meter. You just aim it and throw it. And then I think if an enemy gets close enough, it will auto-detonate. But it can also be manually detonated. And as you could probably imagine from an explosive, that will attract attention. if they're close enough. I want to see if he walks through this. Yeah, that was weird. I really want to try this though. You can also use triangle to just drop like a timed bomb at your feet. You can hold it down to kind of walk around with it. You want to place it in a more specific spot. Make sure it's in the right place. I am going to see what this does. Alright, he should walk through that. Does it auto-detonate? It does not. So that red circle is its area of effect. It won't instantly finish off any enemies blown up by it. But it can definitely reposition and also deal some damage. One other thing that Bentley has unique to his kit. That crossbow isn't just for show. You can temporarily put a guard to sleep. Just by pulling out the Binocucom targeting and giving him a nice, quick tranquilizer dart. Thank you, Bless, for the task meow. Always well appreciated.
Okay, Bentley. To get past the laser fence, you'll need to blow it up.
Yep,
Press the
already on
triangle
it.
button to drop a bomb, and then get out of the way. Good job. Now, use your sleep darts to get by the
Alright,
guard.
sleep
Press the
darts.
R3 button. You know, click the right analog stick. He's out. Drop a bomb on him while he's down to keep him that way.
That takes care of him. Takes care of that. We get to hear more of the best music.
Hey, Bentley, how you holding up out there in the field?
Fine, I'm just fine. I just need to bomb all the pillars supporting that disco ball and I can get out of here.
What's with taking out the disco ball?
Its impact will shake the nightclub's front peacock sign loose from its mooring. Look, I can't talk now. I've got to keep moving, keep safe.
Bentley is still nervous in the field. We just need to do that. That takes out one support. And we're gonna have to work a little harder for the other three. I deal with you first. There we go, that's two. Put you to sleep so I can safely place a bomb here. Wait for him to wake back up, because I think he'll do that pretty soon. How long does it take for them to wake up? That's a pretty decent amount of time. Take care of him. Drop a bomb there. Drop a bomb there. That's three. We just got one more support to take out. Right here. Unless it's up there? Where's the spot? Oh, it's this one, okay. Alright, that takes care of all the supports. Disco's going down!
Wow, Bentley. We felt that all the way back here at the safe house. And you were right. The peacock sign had half of its bolts pop off on impact.
That will be important for the next step of our plan.
Okay, fellas, the dominoes are all in place. Time to pull off the big heist. First, Murray will help me break into the old water tower. From there, I should be able to shut down the plaza fountain. Dimitri's sure to send someone out to get the repair truck. Sly, you'll pickpocket the truck keys off this guy once he shows up, then hand them off to me and Murray in the plaza. We'll go steal the truck while you climb to the top of the nightclub's peacock sign. When you're in position, Murray will fire the truck's winch line up to you and will use it to pull down the sign. If my calculations are correct, the impact should create an entrance to the printing press room. Then, Sly, you jump in, grab the clockwork tail feathers, and we all get the heck out of here.
Alright, seems like a pretty good plan. It's time for Operation Thunderbeak. Do we have anything we need to sell before we start? Nope, we're at a nice even 1,300 coins. Let me get up to the roof real quick and see who we need to start this operation with. We're gonna be starting with Bentley, it looks like. So let's pop in and swap on over to him. Let's get this thing underway.
Come on, chum. Let's get to that water tower.
Alright, off to the water tower, let's go. Got some business to take care of here. Put them to sleep real quick. Give them a couple of explosive presents.
Jump into my arms.
Pretty simple
I'll
stuff.
toss you up there.
Alright. And up you. Which button do I press to have you throw them? There we go.
You're gonna have to blast your way in.
Alright, we're gonna have to get thrown up there again. Nice. Didn't have any glitches. Sometimes that throw could be a little glitchy.
Focus. Which valves do I turn to divert water pressure from the plaza? To change the flow of water through a valve, I should press the circle button.
So basically just follow the water to where it stops and then turn that valve. I believe that should work. There we go.
Success! Sly, the water pressure to the fountain should be disabled.
It's
Right
off.
on cue.
They're already sending out the repair guy to fix it up.
Pickpocket the keys to his repair truck without being seen.
Now this part does get a little bit more complicated because we have some accompanying guards. Thankfully, they diverge from his path long enough to grab the key.
Okay, head back to the fountain to make the exchange.
Not gonna worry about shinies, because we've got plenty of coins right now.
It's all you.
Let's head out for the repair truck.
Alright, repair truck is this way. I love how all the prep culminates in this, like, one big mission where we're, like, swapping between all the different members and all that. Take care of him.
I'll take the wheel. I know how to drive a stick shift.
Oh, impressive.
I need to get in position on top of the nightclub's peacock sign for phase 3.
Alright, so as they run off to the repair truck, now we take the position of getting up to the top of of the peacock sign, which we have done once before as we've been exploring. So we just do it again.
I'm in position.
Right. We're just driving up right now. Get ready to grab the tow harpoon.
Alright, harpoon. I don't remember the exact angle we need for this, so let's try it. Further up.
Whoops.
Here we go.
Hook's on. Pull away.
Sly, the guards are onto us. Protect the truck.
Just try to prevent the guards from damaging the truck. Basically, we're playing keep away. That's fine, they can tag me with a hit or two here and there. Boy, they are like right up on the truck. Thankfully my attacks don't damage the truck. If my hits damage the truck, that would make this a lot harder. Just wait for him to come to me. There we go. Guards taken care of. Knocking down the sign.
Behold the majesty of gravity and inertia.
That was real subtle, Bentley.
Okay, you jump in, grab the clockwork tail feathers, and we're out of here.
Alright. Should be simple enough. We already know where the feathers are. So we'll just pop on in and take them out. Should be no problem.
Gah! So raccooners do this. You're like totally bumming my house up and bringing me down. So very uncool. Why can't you let birds and bees be free, bro?
Listen to me, Tree. You have no idea what you're playing with. It'll bring more than your house down.
Look, bro, I see you are a tough cowboy. A man with taste, style, vision, a connoisseur of finer things. Like me. Look, I'm sure that two cats in a bag like us can work something out. Yeah? We smooth. Yeah? Look, see the money. You like the money. You can take all you want. I can.
No deal. You and the rest of the Claw Gang have to be stopped. Clockwork will never again see the light of day. Just hand over the tail feathers and we can...
What is this with clocks, bro? Have you no vision? Are you hearing what I beam to you? You think you have juice? Don't show me a little mind when talking about such big things. You think you can swing the bat? Show your bling and let me shine you.
I have no idea what you're saying. And your suit sucks.
No! Let's dance!
Alright. Boss battle time. Here we go. Won't let him blast you. I'll wait till his ring busts out. He's got a couple of different moves he can do. He's got this he's got this uppercut that he can do. And he's also got tailspin. Should feel fairly familiar to dodge from our time with Panda King. Oh, he's still got that get-up attack though. Oop, I was not behind that. Gotta wait till his ring fizzles out. Does get a little distance out of that uppercut though. There we go. He's definitely no slouch.
Take clockwork feathers and my counterfeit in operation. It's past tense.
I'm doing you a favor. What kind of thief prints money? There's no honor in that.
You crackerbox.
I think I'll take these. Thank you very much.
My gang and I had done it. The clockwork tail feathers were ours, and Dimitri's counterfeiting operation was ruined. Due to the untimely arrival of Carmelita, my escape got a little tricky. Angry at having just missed me, she took it out on Dimitri, shutting down the nightclub and throwing the frustrated forger behind bars.
Dimitri's a fun character.
The gang and I headed out of town for a week in Monaco. Bentley wanted to try out his new card counting formula, and I figured the team had earned themselves a well-deserved break.
I remember how I said, remember panicking, he's gonna be important later. Same thing with Dimitri. Remember Dimitri, he will also be important later. I think they did a really good job of retaining what made the first game very charming, this kind of like comic book, very like Saturday morning cartoon, that whole kind of aesthetic. Looks really nice. And I think they made a lot of good gameplay improvements between the first and the second game as well. Making these big heist endings to the chapters is pretty fun. So how much completion did we get? Oh yeah, we got 100% on the Black Chateau. So all the different things that we took care of there, the clue bottles, opening the vault that the clue bottles let us get into. I think the fine art also counts toward that. I saw the autosave icon pop up whenever we interacted with one of them. All of those different things contribute to 100% for that episode. It is nice that each one has its own counter. And it also shows how long we've been playing that episode. So that took us about an hour and a half. So that is a little taste of what we're going to be seeing more of as we continue along, not only in Sly 2, but also, I can at least vouch for Sly 3. I have no idea how Sly 4 is structured. I will be very much spoiler-free on Sly 4, because I've seen almost nothing about it. So that'll be a fun little adventure when we get there. You contribute to 100%. All of us contribute to 100%. As long as we're given 100%, that's the most important thing. So yeah, that will be where we stop for today. Because now that I've got this, job coming up, I have to get up pretty early for it, a lot earlier than I'm used to getting up. So as such, my bedtime also has to be way earlier than I'm used to. So I need to go take care of some things and make sure I'm all set to get to bed at a good time tonight, because I'm still moving my sleep schedule earlier so that I can get up at the right time. But I'm pretty much where I need to be sleep schedule wise, so thankfully shouldn't be too much more adjustment that needs to be made. And like I said before, shouldn't interfere with our usual Saturday stream times. Should be all fine. I don't know 100% how the overtime potential is going to work out. Since the shift starts pretty early, we're talking like 5 a.m. That shouldn't interfere with anything that happens at noon, because that'll be like I think it's usually like a 4-hour slot that's designated for it. But if anything does come up, I will definitely try to let y'all know, as I usually do whenever adjustments need to be made. But yep, trying to be responsible, trying to make sure that things are all lined up and taken care of. Because yeah, I definitely, obviously I want to keep the job, so I want to make sure that the transition into it is as smooth as possible. That means tomorrow I'm probably gonna be just heading out there to kind of get a feel for what it's like to, get myself there and back. Just do like a dry run, more or less. Try to prepare myself as much as I can. But in that vein, there is one other thing that I've also been working on this past week. Since now I'm going to be working more, well, working just in general, now I finally have work again, one of the things I figured would be interesting to set up is something I haven't really done too much here, because it's never really been something that I prioritized as anything that would be, specifically important. But for anyone who is interested in supporting me directly, I finally set up a Ko-fi page. So if anyone wants to, support me directly with donations and that sort of thing, that is the place to do it. I do also have a goal set up over there for a, I guess we'd call it a stream incentive. If we reach $10 on there. Oh, hello. Thank you for that, Bless. Much appreciated. One of the things that I will do is we get $10 on the Ko-fi page. I will set up and play Pseudo Regalia. It's a game that I checked out when it had a Game Jam demo come out, but I did not know that it released as a full game on Steam. That was a shadow drop that I was not aware of. I'd be interested to see how that turned out between the demo and the final product, because the demo itself was pretty fun. It's like a 3D Metroidvania platformer, but it's got like PS1 aesthetic graphics. It's really, really charming, and I had a lot of fun with the movement systems. Like, movement feels very, very fluid. You can definitely get a good movement flow in it. So I figured I'd offer that as a little bit of an incentive, but also for people who are interested in supporting me directly. Any support that happens through there does help me to do more stuff with the stream, like being able to bring in some new games and things like that. Just help be able to, sort of cover those costs, to kind of look at it from a business angle, I guess. Not something I like to do very often because that's not what I'm really here for specifically. But I figure I present the option for anyone who wants to support it that way. But in any case, I appreciate y'all being here, just hanging out. That in itself is a wonderful thing, and I always appreciate y'all hanging out, because it's just fun being able to share things like this with y'all and the experiences that come along with it. It's definitely a lot more special having people along for the ride rather than just, you know, playing the game on my own. It adds a certain special vibe to it. I don't know how else to describe it. It just makes everything a lot more fun. So, thank you all for making the stream even more fun. On that note, I should probably be signing off here. I will try to make sure that the archive of this stream goes up at the usual time. But since I am starting work on Monday, I'll have to kind of front load the work to just only be on Sunday. Do what I can to get it up at its usual 5 p.m. Central Time on Monday. But if not, I will definitely have it up as soon as I can. Just wanna cover that before I head off here. So, with that, I will be signing off. So, thank you all for being here and hanging out. And happy 21st birthday, Sly Cooper! And also, happy, what was it, 134th? Yeah, 134th birthday to Nintendo. 2 anniversaries today. Was not expecting either one, honestly, but it feels kind of poetic we got to finish Sly 1 on the date of its anniversary. That's fun. But that will be all for me, so thank you all for being here and hanging out and joining in the sneaky shenanigans that Sly and the gang have been getting up to. Plenty more to come. But until the next stream, take care, everyone.